Hello guys! So today I'm thinking of making a hazelnut praline. I'm not going to make the chocolate for it today. I'm thinking it's going to be tomorrow, but I want to get this out of the way so that I can focus solely on the chocolate, which actually I think Erlen's going to make it instead. But let's go. So for this, you're only going to need hazelnuts, a little brown sugar, and a very little bit of water. This is the entire hazelnut praline right here. It's just a little deconstructed right now. But we're gonna go ahead and put these hazelnuts into the oven. I have a prepared pan right here. So we're just gonna scatter these, make them a nice level, and make sure that they're not like on top of each other. And over on the other side, we're going to add our brown sugar into a pot and then pour in our little bit of water. So over here, we're gonna make sort of a caramel, and then we're gonna end up mixing the two, blending it, and making a beautiful praline. So let's go and start cooking. Okay, so for this simple syrup sugar, we're going to put this on low heat and wait until all of the brown sugar has dissolved and turned liquidy, and then we'll turn it up to a boil. This will all happen while the hazelnuts are in the oven, so pretty quick recipe. Okay, so it's starting to get a little boil going, or a little simmer. So I'm gonna swirl it a bit, make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom, and let it continue because I still see sugar down at the bottom. So I'm gonna wait for that to dissolve and then continue and start boiling it. Okay, so from here, the hazelnuts, super aromatic. We have our sugar sauce here. So we're just gonna dump our hazelnuts straight in. Make sure that they are all coated in the sugar syrup so that they all have a nice caramel on their outer shell. And then we'll put it directly into our oiled baking sheet. So we have oil and we have the parchment paper to put on top so that it doesn't stick since it is sugar. And we'll go ahead and put that in there, making sure to get all of the sugar syrup. And then we can smooth it out to make our initial praline. With this, you can crush the nuts up before you put them in the sugar and leave it as is, like to cool. And then you can break it into nice pieces and maybe decorate a cake with it or some type of dessert. The one that's stuck on here will be my little snack for the moment. And we are going to put this into the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes to let it harden. You can leave it on the counter to let it harden, but it will take a little longer. So let's take this to the fridge. Okay guys, so we're back. Our hazelnut has been cooled in the fridge. So now it's all nice and hard and stuck together. So this is what I was talking about before. It stays in a nice stuck together form. It has a nice backing. So this is something that you can crush up the hazelnuts prior to putting it in the sugar, and then you can have a nice little decoration for the top of the cake. So we're gonna break this up a little bit more and throw it into our blender. So this is gonna turn into like a powder, and then it's gonna look like crushed nuts, and then it's gonna turn into the paste that we want, and then we'll be finished with this recipe and be ready to potentially fill some chocolates tomorrow. And or just put it on some bread and eat it. So, you know, it's a win-win for me either way. I'm gonna take this piece. Okay, we'll just clean this right up. And this one does. Yummy. Okay, so because this is a sugary substance, we do want to scrape down the sides so that it doesn't get stuck to the sides. on top of the fact that it's going to start dissolving and turning into a liquid again because of the warmth of the blender as it's blending it. So we'll scrape down the sides a little bit and then we'll go back to blending. It's already starting to come together as a paste, which I'm loving, and we'll be finished in a jiffy. And we're back. We finished blending. We added a little bit of water during the blending just to get things a little smoother and easy going. And we have our beautiful praline paste. It is so gorgeous, so nice and creamy. It has enough hold to be able to stiff peak. And I can't wait to see what Erling gets to do with this. Bye! Ha det bra!